Hey guys, it's me, Carrot. We've recently disabled the security system for my uncle's house. We're just waiting now for the perfect time to enter. We don't have time to make a video about this time. So instead, here's a little animation I had the robot make. It should be good enough for now. I even made it Christmas themed. Just to fit the season. Hope you enjoy.
Once upon a time, Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid were just chilling around near a log, eating flies as always. What a great day, Mr. Arachnid, said Mr. Spider. I agree, Mr. Spider, said Mr. Arachnid to Mr. Spider. But suddenly, they saw something appear right in front of them. Oh dear, what is that, Mr. Arachnid, said Mr. Spider to Mr. Arachnid. I don't know, said Mr. Arachnid to Mr. Spider. When they went to investigate, it turned out to be the evil Christmas demon Krampus. Ha ha ha! I have successfully taken over Santa's workshop, and I have successfully overthrown Christmas. It is mine now. Ha ha ha! Oh dear, said Mr. Spider to Mr. Arachnid. He's stealing Christmas. Ha ha ha! But I am not alone, for you see, I have formed my own league of people who hate Christmas. It's the Granch! Ha ha ha! I am the Granch, and I have relapsed and I am stealing Christmas again! Jake Skeleton! I hate Christmas now, ever since that fat boy stole my role. And former USSR leader Joseph Stalin, who has been referenced to kids' media before, so you can't say this is an inappropriate reference, going to steal Christmas, and when I do, Americans won't be able to celebrate Christmas anymore, and the USSR will return! Well, this seems like quite a pickle, said Mr. Arachnid to Mr. Spider. Yes, indeed, said Mr. Spider to Mr. Arachnid. Is there anything we can do to stop you, said Mr. Spider to Krampus. The only way you can stop me is if you prove that you are worthy of your fellow spiders. You must go around to each spider and figure out what their special quirk is. Only then you will be able to get Christmas back and I will give up. Ha 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 ha! So off went Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid on their quest. When suddenly, Mr. Spider was hit by a sticky substance from out of nowhere. Oh dear, what was that, Mr. Arachnid, said Mr. Spider to Mr. Arachnid. I don't know, it came from over there, said Mr. Spider to Mr. Arachnid. When they turned to see who it was, they saw it was a spitting spider. Excuse me, Mr. Spitting Spider, said Mr. Arachnid to the spitting spider. Can you please stop spitting at us? But the spitting spider just said, spitting is what I do. I spit at prey to eat them. I spit my web at the prey, and then they're trapped. The spit also has venom, so it's like a double in one. Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid agreed to just leave him alone and move on. Walking down more, they saw Sheriff Bola Spider. Hello, Sheriff Bola Spider, said Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. Yeehaw, hello, boys, said Mr. Bola Spider to Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. How are y'all doing, said Mr. Bola Spider to Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. Good, we have to figure out what different types of spiders in order to prove that we know the true meaning of Christmas in order to stop Krampus. Oh dear, sounds like you're in a sticky pickle, said Mr. Bola Spider in response to the question Mr. Spider asked him. Well then, I must tell you, I actually use my web like a cowboy lasso in order to catch bugs from a distance, then I reel them in and eat them, said Mr. Bola Spider. That is good to know, said Mr. Arachnid as they left. Next up, they found Mr. Happy Spider. Hello, Mr. Happy Spider, said Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. How are you today? My wife left me and all my children are dead. That's wonderful, said Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. Moving right along, they found Mr. Dwarf Spider. Hello, Mr. Dwarf Spider, said Mr. Spider to the Dwarf Spider. Hello, Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid, said the Dwarf Spider. I don't even know why I'm called a Dwarf Spider. I'm not even the smallest spider, said the Dwarf Spider to Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. Good for you, said Mr. Arachnid as they moved right along. Next up, they came across a crab spider. Hello, Mr. Crab Spider, said Mr. Spider to the crab spider. Hello, Mr. Arachnid, I am a crab spider. I am colorful like a flower, and I hang on the petals until a bug comes by so I can eat them. Good for you, said Mr. Arachnid to the crab spider as they moved right along. Watch out, they heard from up above as they saw Mr. Netcasting Spider. Hello, Mr. Netcasting Spider, what do you do, said Mr. Arachnid to the Netcasting Spider. I cast nets on prey. I make my webs into nets, then I toss them down onto bugs. That's good, said Mr. Spider to Mr. Arachnid and the web-laying spider. And the net-making spider. Good luck with that, they both said as they moved right along. Finally, they came across Mr. Trapdoor Spider. Hello, Mr. Trapdoor Spider, said Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid to the Trapdoor Spider. Hello, Mr. Spider. Hello, Mr. Arachnid, said the Trapdoor Spider to Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. How are you? We are good. How are you? Well, I for one make holes in the ground, then I have a lid over my hole so I can pop out of the ground and grab prey by surprise. Good for you, said Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid as they went back to Crumpus, feeling they knew enough. Ha ha ha! Have you guys figured out the true meaning of Christmas yet by finding out the truth of other spiders? Yes, indeed we have, Crumpus, said Mr. Spider to Crumpus. In order to prove it, you must look at these cards, said Crumpus to Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid. They first showed him a spitting spider card. They already knew about that, so they passed. Then the dwarf spider, crab spider, net-casting spider, bowler spider, happy face spider, or something like that, and the trapdoor spider, but they all knew about them. Oh no, my plan has been defeated, said Mr. Crumpus. I have to give my Christmas back to Santa Claus. And so he left. You guys think you have won, but the Grunch will return, and he will steal Christmas again unless I get another change of heart. Oh no, I think my heart's growing 3 sizes again, as he left. I'll be back, you guys, but for now I'm going to go sing a song about how much my life sucks on a mountain. Goodbye, said Jake Skeleton. Oh no, my plan for world domination has failed, said Joseph Stalin, former leader of the USSR, who has been referenced in kids' media before, so you're not allowed to say this is an inappropriate reference. And with that, Mr. Spider and Mr. Arachnid had officially saved Christmas forever. Yay! Yeah, still working out the kinks.